I should have been dead.
Robert Johnson uses a cane. He walks a little differently than he did years ago. Once in the Air Force, then a corrections officer, he's now retired.
I carry these to show people. 6 of these hit me at 755 feet per second.
Johnson was attacked in his home, shot 6 times at point-blank range, the day before his birthday in March 2010. But this was no home invasion, no random act.
The last thing I remember is him bringing up probably the biggest barrel of a weapon I ever saw.
Then a contraband officer, Johnson intercepted a package of drugs he guesses to have been worth $50,000. And Johnson says the man who kicked in his door on that March morning was ordered to kill him in revenge.
It boggles my mind. Never in my entire days working, the 15 years I worked at the Department of Correction, never in my mind did I think that the inmates could actually reach out and touch me from the prison. Never. Never did I think that.
Investigators say the plan was murder for hire, ordered by a prisoner. What's more surprising, the job was coordinated using contraband, a cell phone.
They are doing things now that they never did before. This cell phone technology opens up a new dimension in criminal activity.
This year alone, 7 years since Johnson's attack, there have been prison riots, officers assaulted, fires started, a drug ring discovered, and most recently, inmate Jimmy Causey's escape, a cell phone believed to be the root of all these incidents.
We 100% know a cell phone was used, or multiple cell phones were used while he was incarcerated.
Brian Sterling, the director of the Department of Corrections, says a cell phone in the hands of an inmate can be just as powerful as any weapon.
They can continue their criminal ways from behind bars.
These officers know at any moment, they can lose what little control they got.
Over 3 years, the number of cell phones and cell phone parts confiscated has grown. In 2014, 3,037 cell phones and parts collected. In 2015, 4,107 cell phones and parts. And last year, 7,240. So far this year, 3,919. The cell phones are being smuggled into SCDC prisons through a variety of ways. There are backpacks being tossed over prison fences. So SCDC is installing golf netting for $7.65 million state taxpayer dollars at 11 of its prisons. This is golf netting that's going to rise about 62 feet in the air.
We spend so much money that could be going to other things, that could be going to officer salaries to help staffing, that could be going to education to help people re-enter society. But no, we have to spend it to put up this netting around our institutions so we can stop these throwovers. Prisons were designed, as you can see, to keep people in and not keep things out.
But Director Sterling believes there's an easier fix the Federal Communications Commission just won't allow. And state leaders are converging on the issue, fighting the FCC to stop cell signal from transmitting through prison walls.
As fast as we can confiscate the phones, new ones are smuggled in by drones or thrown in over the fences. The best way to end this threat is to jam, block, and disrupt the cell phone signal.
Johnson agrees.
There's no valid reason for a locked-up criminal to have access to a cell phone. None. Not to call 911, not to call home. Absolutely none.
Because even with new netting, the problem of drones persists.
Now they're going to fly over the nets, so what do we do next? Is it going to be more money, more tax dollars?
Johnson has good reason to keep fighting.
I'm going to the shooting range to practice.
Unhealed wounds, regular surgeries, irreparable organs.
I touched that scar.
But despite the pain, the spirit guiding him is strong. His Psalm 34 bumper sticker reminds him of that.
It says, "Oh, come and magnify the Lord with me. Let us praise his name together."
Would you call yourself a miracle?
Yes. And I always say that what the Lord allows, he provides for. He allowed this. He could have stopped it, but he chose in his providence to allow it, so he provided.